Welcome to the podcast. This is Mr. Ish. We're here at Kips Bay Boys and Girls Club, Cordea Clubhouse, summer camp. Blazing hot outside. Third day of a record degrees, I guess. It's a heat wave, baby. It's a heat wave. I got the young group. This is the only group I think so far this summer that has a podcast out. So I give them a little clap because they're doing something right. They at least got published. That's the way I call it. They actually got 2 out. So this may be the 3rd. You never know. I want to welcome everyone to the podcast. And please just go around and just give us your name and your age, please.
My name is Elisha, and I'm 7 years old.
Okay, Elijah, 7 years old.
My name is Jonathan, and I'm 8 years old.
Jonathan, 8.
My name is Julian, and I'm 8 years old.
Okay, welcome to the podcast, guys. I know that it's blazing hot outside. I think did you guys have a trip today to the park? Or you have tomorrow?
Yesterday.
Yesterday? All right, so you went to the park yesterday. How was the park?
It was really hot. It was really so hot.
What you did in the park? Like,
monkey bars, we played tag.
Oh, so you did the monkey bars, you played tag. What else you guys did in the park?
And then
we climbed.
Oh, you were climbing stuff?
We rock climbed.
We got wet.
You got your hair?
Yeah.
Oh, you couldn't get wet because
they
have sprinklers though, right?
Yeah, they have sprinklers
because it was so hot.
I couldn't even.
It
was so hot.
I've never been to that park. Is there a lot of activities, a lot of things to do?
Yeah, pretty much. There's 2 parks in one.
Yeah.
It's like two big parks?
Use the other one. Cannot use
one's
the other one.
big and the other one's small.
Why you can't use the other park?
I don't know.
Because that was a baby park.
Oh, it's a baby park?
Yeah,
Well, maybe
like
because they have to clean the swings and all that stuff. You know, now with the
Probably.
COVID-19, everyone, we have to take a little more precautions, and maybe that's something that there has to be constantly cleaned or something.
Yeah, probably.
All right, so I mean that's a big park. That's a state park, Roberto Clemente State Park. That means that it's a big park, and is I guess it's by New York State that helps provide and clean the park and all that stuff. Do you guys live next to the park or next to parks?
Yeah, I live next to the parks.
What park is next to your house? Is it that one, or is it like a schoolyard, or just a regular small little park?
A regular park that has like a lot of grass and stuff.
Okay, so you live in a lot of greenery.
It has
Grass is nice. Grass is sometimes better than tar because a lot of those parks, with the tar and stuff, they get really, really hot when the sun hits it. So
has tunnels and stuff.
So that really it really gets hot. So when you have grass and all that, natural grass and all that stuff is really, really nice. AstroTurf is different. You know what AstroTurf is?
No.
It's that fake grass. It's the fake grass. So that grass is plastic.
Oh, I know those.
And it gets really hot. It gets burning hot. Sometimes it even gets even hotter than concrete and stuff like that. So so AstroTurf is kind of hard. So what park do you live by? Do you know the name of it? Is it a schoolyard or is it a park? Take that water away from him, please.
It's just a park.
It's just a regular little park. All right.
I don't go to it anymore.
Why don't somebody died in the park? They were just from heat. Like recently or just?
No, somebody was playing and somebody just shot them.
Ooh, disgusting. It's sad that at your age we have to be aware of things like that. When I was young, we weren't worried about that stuff, and it's very sad that that's the reason why you don't go to the park. I mean, the park should be for everyone, and a tragedy like that, it's not easy to deal with, but at the same time, those parks are there for many, many people, and it's sad that that's one of the reasons why you don't go to the park. But that's something that the community has to help out and be more active with and stuff like that. What about Julian? You live next to a park? You go to a park often or anything like that?
No, I usually stay in my house.
You usually stay in your house, so you're not a park guy? You don't care if there's grass, no grass, and none of that stuff?
No, because my mom...
Your mom what?
My mom has to work, and then I had to stay at home. And when I get picked up from after school, my mom gives me chati or somehow.
All right, so you stay at home because most of the time your parents are working, and you're getting from one babysitter to the other, and
because my mom.
And so forth and so on. So it makes sense. But what about on the weekends? Do you guys go to a place? You go to a park on the weekends or anything like that? No.
No.
All right. What about
'Cause my mom works.
Yeah, it's hard when you have parents that are both working. We got a new one join the table. Just please give us your name.
Clemente.
Okay, Mr. Clemente. We're talking about parks. Do you live by a park? Do you like the park?
I live by a park.
Do you know the name of your park?
No.
You don't know the name of your park? Is it like a schoolyard? Because sometimes like I consider a park like the ones like when there's a school that there's a big yard. That's a park too, because that's a place that's gated, a place that you could play. Usually has sometimes it has like a little baseball field drawn or basketball court or something like that. So do you live by one of those parks like that?
No.
You have like grass and trees and all that stuff, benches.
No.
No, so it's a small park.
No.
It's a big park.
Yes.
Okay, so you go to that park often. Do they take you to that park?
Sometimes, cause it's closed a lot.
Oh, it's closed a lot. Well, yeah. Well, now with the virus, it's really difficult because those a lot of the parks have to be cleaned. A lot of the parks have to be they have to close at a certain time at dusk and stuff like that. Has anyone else had any type of violence in the neighborhood or in the parks or stuff like that besides him? I mean, he don't go to the park because someone got killed in the park by his house, so that's a sad thing. What else happened in your neighborhood?
I also went to there's this park that's near my grandmother's park, my grandmother's house, and somebody died because somebody stabbed them with a knife.
Okay, so I don't know what part of you live in the Bronx?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what part you live in the Bronx, but whatever part he lives in the Bronx, the neighborhood is taking over and it's a little violent and there's a lot of things going on that discourage him, and not only him, but his family from letting him go to these public parks. Sometimes it could be that. Sometimes it could be the kind of people that are sitting around in the park. If you see a lot of adults in a kids park, you don't want to have your kid go to a park that have a whole bunch of adults hanging out and singing at like sitting at the tables and playing cards and all that. It's really meant for kids. So when there's a lot of adults, I'm not gonna let my girls go to that park because there's a lot of adults there. There shouldn't be no adults by a kiddie slide or a kiddie swing. So that could change everything. So it's unfortunate that you're going through that and that the parks, you don't go to the parks for that reason. At your age, it shouldn't really be an issue. What about you? Just tell them your name and how do you feel about the parks? Go ahead, talk. What are you being shy about now?
My name is Justin.
Okay, Justin. You have anything to add to the public parks, the state parks? What's going on? What we're talking about? The violence in the parks, or sometimes there's gangs. Sometimes there's other people that are in the park. That shouldn't be there. You have nothing.
But I'm gonna have a house that has a pool with a big park.
Okay, but that's personal property. So if your parents get you a house and you have a backyard and you have property and all that stuff, that's great. But that's a park where you guys where you control everything. So it's a little different. Okay, I know that in my neighborhood, the parks are not, I can't say controlled, but we watch over the park a little more. So we make sure that no adults or no teenagers are going into the kiddie park. We make sure that there's nobody throwing bottles or leaving their trash and stuff like that. But that's because my neighborhood still, even though I live in Harlem and I live in Spanish Harlem, that particular neighborhood still cares about their park a lot. So we kind of control, or we really make sure that people are not doing the wrong thing in our park. Somebody else joined this. Well, you have to talk about it in the park. Just give us your name and tell us what you have to say about the public parks.
Vincent.
Your name is Vincent. Okay, Vincent with a Q. Vincent. Yep. Vincent with a Q. Do you have a park that you go to in your neighborhood?
Yeah.
Is it next to your house?
No, it's just a little far from my house, and we're at to play in the grass because
Well, the grass is good to play in because it's soft. So that's pretty good. So if you're gonna play in the grass,
and I live in the Bronx.
yeah, okay, you live in the Bronx. BX, stand up. If you're in the grass and you're doing flips and stuff like that, you can't really get hurt because the grass is kind of soft. As opposed to you do that on concrete or on anything else, you could probably get hurt. So yeah, so at least you have a park that's in walking distance or something like that. So we got another one that just joined the table. This table is like a rotation today. Just give us your name and what do you have to say about the parks?
I'm Oliver.
Hi, Mr. Oliver. What's going on? Do you have a park near your neighborhood? Is there any good experiences you had in the parks in your neighborhood or bad experience?
Well, there's this one park in front of me.
Okay.
It has, like, in the entrance, there's, like, sprinklers.
Oh, so that's a nice park.
And it's, like, and the park is, like, red and green.
Oh, it's red and green. So it has a little a color coordination. So
And it has a basketball court.
Okay, so you have a full park, and I like the sprinklers. A lot of the parks now are opening the sprinklers because we need access to cool off. I mean, right now it's very, very hot. Some people can't go to the pool and stuff like that. So having a sprinkler is a great thing. All right. I know we had a couple of negative things that happen in parks, but has there been anything fun or new or something great that's happened to you in a park?
Well,
Like you
there's one time
okay.
this girl taught me that if I put, like, slippers on my hands
Uh-huh.
and, like, go, like, belly first and I slide down the slide, I won't get hurt because I'll land on my hand.
You land on your hand, but you have slippers on them. So it's technically like if you're landing on your feet. Oh, she taught you something new. Anything positive that maybe happened to you in the park? Because you've been having some negative things happening there, Jonathan. I'm very sorry for that. And it's sad that has to be a memory in your mind. But there has to be some good times in the park. I mean, you play baseball, so you go to a park, right?
Yeah.
So maybe that. Maybe maybe a field is more your way.
And something bad happened to me with my body.
Uh-oh.
I fell on the monkey bars when I was 5 or 6 years old.
And you got hurt?
On my arm.
You broke your arm?
No.
Oh. So you got hurt, but you didn't break anything. All right. So I'm glad that there's places, especially now that we could go outside and have a little bit of fun, in the parks and people have sprinklers. But it's also sad that at this age, at the age that you guys are, from 7 to, I would say, to 9 or 6 to 9, that you guys also have bad memories of parks, from people getting killed and stabbed and stuff like that. So hopefully our communities get better. We start patrolling our own communities and we could make these changes. As an adult, that's what I try to do. So hopefully there's more people like myself that would like to do that. So I'm going to end this podcast on that note. I appreciate you guys, and everybody can say goodbye.
Goodbye. Bye-bye. Peace out.
Bye-bye. Peace out for Dad. Good luck.
Check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Check.
And we're out of here. Group 1 does it again.